It seems like just yesterday I woke up to tune into the qualifiers for the 2021 Marble League. Now we have crowned a champion. I'm going to look at the biggest winners and losers of not just the main tournament, but also the showdown, because this is a buffet of teams to ridicule. If I made this video about every single team, it would end up as a whole movie. So let me scream at 11 of the 28, soon to be 32 teams that this league has to offer. If there was relegation this year, the fandom would absolutely implode in on itself. From 2018 champion to back-to-back top 5 placement and barely losing out on the podium, to missing qualification, to putting up this performance in the showdown is mind-boggling. I suppose I was harsh in saying this was a long time coming, because quite frankly this collapse was out of nowhere. Pray that you're not 2 minutes to midnight and this is just the start of a nuclear meltdown. This team lived up to my expectations of not knowing what to expect from them. The Balls of Chaos can go from wait, you already know that line. The Balls of Chaos are just chaotic. So chaotic they've got me chanting for them. Or maybe they're really just an awful team, but we put it in the guise of their themes so the fans feel better about them finishing in the basement on a routine basis. Watch this team bounce back to fall even harder in the future. They're just unpredictable. Let's just hope you don't become predictable garbage like some of the others in this lineup. The return of the Oceanics. Be lucky there's no relegation. Your performance in 2018 and the 2020 Winter Special made everyone think that 2019 was a fluke or curse year, and the 2020 Marble League was a bounce back from that. You've shown your true colors by finishing only above a team that literally has never been here before. My roast video from what seems like another lifetime ago remains as fresh as the day I made it. This is exactly why I don't consider them to be an elite team. Although I suppose reinventing Basement Dwelling to take it to this level should be an achievement of its own. Congratulations. You're still digging past rock bottom. Just make it a grave for your franchise at this point. Hi Solar Flares. Did you have fun? Here's your participation ribbon. I feel so bad for this team. Teams who have had this kind of bad luck in the past were met with bleak outcomes. See the fates of a number of the Hoblino teams. I'm hoping it's just a rough start, sort of like the Indigo Stars, but look, the Stars won a whole gold medal. They exist. Believe me, I want the Solar Flares to perform well. And with no relegation, I'm thankful we can see more of them in the future. Call it a bias towards orange marbles, or call it my propensity to hold out optimism for awful teams, but good luck in 2022. Hi Kobalts. Told you might repeat titles in the showdown. This is the first time a team has repeated titles in any tournament, and it is by no stretch of the imagination when I say this is utterly meaningless for you. Shiny stuff in the showdown still isn't shiny stuff in the main tournament. If this league was anything like last year, then it's only more pain for you going forward. It doesn't help that new teams will join in the coming years as this league keeps expanding. It's only going to get harder for you to make it to the main league. If you're not careful, these years might be your best ever. You need to strike while the iron is hot, and so far it's looking like you've shaped it into a door that's waiting to slam shut on you. How optimistic are you in the Minty Maniacs in light of their overall bronze? Do you think they're real? Do you think they're for real or a mirage? I think they'll medal in 2021. I don't know in what, but I'm thinking the Minty Maniacs have some momentum now. I've always regarded them as a B League, that's why I've never talked about them. I don't think this is a fluke season, I really think they're this good. Bronze. But a whole lot of misses? Nah, get up on there. That won't age well. I ate my words because of this team. I made a whole video about how this team was surprising me and it aged like a sandcastle. Why did I ever think this team was great? They are who we thought they were.
They are who we thought they were.
They will always be a B-League team. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he did not exist. The greatest trick the Minty Maniacs ever pulled was convincing the world that they were a true contender. 2020 was a fluke and this season proved it. Oh yes, wait until the very last event to show up, why don't you? This isn't Hublino, you know. Your gold and marble cross ensured that this year would be the first 16 event season where every team medaled. It took you out of 15th place and into the beauty of 14th. That is your only highlight. This year was a dumpster fire compared to last year for you. I suppose I should be laughing at you, but I mostly just cringe at the thought of how I talked you up ahead of this year. So I'm just going back to not talking about you. The limers and basement dwelling go together like peanut butter and jelly. Like white on rice. Like the Kobalts and failing to qualify. I'll get to this team properly in due time. Believe me, I'm on it. This is where everyone expects you to be, limers. You just underperform at every chance you get. Not only that, but you stayed in the basement while your division rivals performed exponentially better than you could have ever dreamed. This team is giving me a migraine. Remember when I said Rojo roll yourselves straight to the basement? All 4 of your fans came out of the woodworks and said that since you actually qualified for the tournament, you must be on the up and up. How wrong they all were. Even when this team tries, they amount to nothing. They were on pace to break the Oceanics record from 2019 and finished with the worst point average in history. And this is with a bronze, whereas the Oceanics came up medalists time and time again. All they had to do was lose in the first round in soccer and then finish in the back of the pack in marble lacrosse and they would have been the worst ever. The Rojo Rollers fail so hard they can't even fail properly. The worst part about this? Your fans waited 5 entire years for this. They held out hope for you and were rewarded for their patience with 85 points in 16 events. Getting rid of your coach wasn't enough. Launch this whole team into the sun. Break out the battle hymn. This is utterly baffling to see you here. For those of you wondering, this is what winning out looks like. The Glaciers came away with 60 points in the first half and 93 in the back half. This was a surprising yet welcomed run. From disbanding after the 2018 qualifiers to taking overall bronze in 2021 is the ultimate underdog story. Like the Minties last year, you've managed to glide from irrelevance to glory. Let's hope the 3rd place curse doesn't bite you in 2022, shall we? It was honestly awesome to see this franchise achieve some success. I really don't want this year to be a fluke year for them. Winning 3 out of the first 4 medals helped you achieve a top spot. While we all sat back watching Momo collapse, you took your opportunity to strike. While they kept sinking, you kept rising. You lost out on the top spot only from a hard-fought marble cross. Not gonna lie, the back half of events wasn't pretty for you, but what you lacked in medals you made up for in consistency. Hold your heads high. You went on an incredible run and still came out the other side with a shiny silver medal. Enjoy the extra hardware for your display case, and have a nice extended off-season. Even though Mellow Yellow placed 3rd in the final event, that 6th medal propelled them into the top spot and into history. That's the power 3 straight medals will get you. Join your rivals Raspberry Racers and O-Rangers in getting the view from the mountaintop. With a 2nd place finish in 2016, a 3rd place in 2017, and 4th place in 2019, it only made sense that sooner or later you'd gain the ultimate goal of 1st in the league. I see you've chosen the sooner path. While former champs have hit the skids, hope that your trend of winning continues. If not, then this too shall pass. The though none will forget the dominance from Mellow Yellow these past few years, and it is with this dominant run we crown a new champion. Don't ever let anyone tell you you couldn't do it, 'cause you did. Crack open the non-copyright infringing soda and celebrate. To these showdown teams and basement main league teams, get good. To these podium teams, we'll see you in 2022. To the other teams, I'll get to you in April. To the Limers, Snowballs, and Rojo Rollers, I'll see you before then.
There I am, Gary, there I am!
How deep are you going?
I don't know. How deep do you think it is?
Pretty deep.
Oh, hey, don't mind me, I'm just drawing a bath. Hey, if you enjoyed that last video, make sure you hit the like button and let me know. Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any other uploads, and you can watch a couple of my other videos while you're here.